the SIU to immediately investigate any unlawful or improper conduct in the procurement of any goods, any works, and services during or related to the national state of disaster in any state institution.
Well, the Eldorado Park community south of Johannesburg have arrived at the local police station following a peaceful protest calling for an end to police brutality. This comes after the fatal shooting of 16-year-old Nathaniel Julies. Julies was shot and killed on Wednesday, resulting in unrest as angry community members sought justice for the murder of the teenage boy with Down syndrome. 2 police officers have since been arrested and face murder charges, defeating the ends of justice and possession of prohibited ammunition. Community activists in the area have also mobilized communities in surrounding areas to join in the march. Our reporter Hasina Gori is stationed there and is still live at that march. We cross to her now. A very good afternoon again to you, Hasina. Last we spoke, you did mention the fact that community members are trying to remain sort of calm as in the situation. How have things sort of changed, if they have, from the last time that we spoke, particularly given the fact that they have now arrived at the police station and those tensions between community members and police must be heightened? Hasina, it's over to you.
No! Not tomorrow, no! No! No!
Hundreds have come out here in Eldorado Park this afternoon, coming out in memory of Nathaniel Julies, as well as calling for an end for what they call as police brutality in the area. Many have come out in what they were hoping and still hoping for is a peaceful protest. Here, what we've seen, I'm going to step out of shot so you can get a sense of the amount of people that are here this afternoon, here with placards as well as different signs calling for the freeing of one of the community members who was arrested this week protesting the killing of Nathaniel on Wednesday evening. We know the 16-year-old was killed outside his home on Wednesday evening when police were unable to get answers from him. He does suffer from cerebral palsy as well as a disabled pupil, and he was unable to communicate effectively with the police when they were asking him questions, and he was shot in the chest. We know that the protest today comes after violent protests that took place here on these very same streets. Today, police as well as the community members are out here from various different communities. We know people are here from Westbury as well as Lenasia, Freedom Park as well. With me is the councillor to just get a sense of what is the community feeling. You know, this is not the first time we've seen sense of police brutality happening on these streets and in the community. So what is the sense from the community here?
I think one of the things that's adamant, that's key in this process is the trust has completely been broken down from the community and members of SABC. As you can see, it's not an Eldorado Park thing, as you have heard. There's various community members from different communities in solidarity that's here today in support of what we have gone through this week. So there's 2 matters at hand here, is that the one person that was subsequently arrested also was one of the people with myself and another gentleman that tried to calm down the situation so that we can get at least know what is happening, so that we can give feedback. We will not allow that opportunity, and it was a random shooting. So the Human Rights Commission also at this point in time is also dealing with some of the cases which vandalism to property. Some people were shot with live rounds. We've got all of that information, and this is basically what brings all these communities together here, because we said enough is enough, no more, one life too many.
We heard just some of the demands from the community with the memorandum they're going to be handing over. One of the things, we know that IPID has been here already. We also know Police Minister has visited the area, and subsequently 2 police officials have now been arrested. Is that the step in the right way?
Halfway, yes. Halfway we're there, but there's other police officers that were also part and parcel of the process that we feel they also need to be charged. So we allow IPID to do their process and complete that particular process, and we'll respect that. Tomorrow we'll be at the court in support of the family. We have mobilized buses and taxis for this community to go there so that this family can see they are not alone. Their loss is our loss.
We know that today is hopefully a peaceful protest. Your message as councillor to the community members that you lead?
I think we call for calm while we have a family in bereavement. The funeral will be next week Saturday, that we support the family, that we allow them to grieve in peace. So basically calling for calm for now. Let's allow the process of IPID to continue, but we will keep a close eye on proceedings. And as one of the lines there says, we need at least weekly updates so that they can tell us how far they are, what type of support, if there's any other witnesses that they have not seen. As community, we'll be able to assist, to mobilize and make sure that people don't feel that if I come forward that my life will be threatened, because that we're not going to stand for.
Thank you so much. That was the councillor of the area, Peter Rafferty, speaking to us outside the police station here in Eldorado Park. Hundreds have come out today, this afternoon. It was a peaceful sit-in march from the home of Nathaniel Julies, which is a few kilometers away from here, holding up placards saying that enough is enough. Police brutality is a common thing for them here in this community. It was a young 16-year-old disabled boy who was shot in the chest by police officials. According to the police versions, they claim that he was caught in crossfires between gang members, while versions of eyewitnesses as well as the family say that he was shot in the chest when he was unable to respond to police officers. He was then taken and put into the back of the police van and then taken to the hospital where he subsequently died. We know that the independent police doctorate have been here. They are investigating the matter. 2 officials have been arrested so far. They are facing charges of defeating the ends of justice as well as murder. A 3rd charge has also been added, that is the possession of prohibited ammunition. We know that also IPID has stated that from what they've investigated so far, the scene was tampered with. We know those 2 officials will now be at the Protea Magistrates Court tomorrow for first appearance. We heard from the councillor that members of the community will be at the court tomorrow. They're mobilizing to come out and support the family during this time. This comes after a few days of violent protests that we saw take place on the street, clashes between police officials as well as community members. Today, so far, it's been quite a calm atmosphere. We know that we spoke to the family earlier today off camera, and they said they're quite emotional. It's been an overwhelming time. We heard from the principal of the Donamatera School of Special Needs where Nathaniel had attended. He described him as an innocent young boy, quite pure, and someone who is always, quite content with life. So far right now, from the scenes we are seeing here, quite a peaceful afternoon in memory of Nathaniel Julies. That's it from me for now. Back to you in studio.
All right. Thank you very much to Hasina Gori.